Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews, and today we are taking a look at Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Catwoman from the Arkham Knight video game, the Batman Arkham Knight video game. And I'm honestly a little disappointed by this figure. I was looking forward to this one a whole lot. I did pay the premium on BBTS because she sold out on all the foreign sites really fast, and the pre-order sold out really fast, and I think you can probably tell why I'm mostly disappointed, but hopefully some hot water can fix that, or heat it up a little bit and fix it. As you can see, this leg is extremely bent, and I don't like that. If I can't get this to straighten out, I am going to have to call BBTS and have them send me a new one, because this is not acceptable. This is a pretty hard plastic, but it was bending a little bit when I was trying to put it back into place. So hopefully I can fix that and won't have to return it. But that's really the only big issue I have with her. Let's just take a look at the box really quick before we move on to taking a look at her closely. I also do want to say that I will be getting 4 third-party head sculpts from a guy on Instagram, and so when I get the, or did I say, what did I say? Did I say third-party? Yeah, custom head sculpts from a guy off of Instagram that's supposed to fit on her, that look to me way better than these heads. So when I wanted to wait to do the review until then, but I don't know when he'll have the heads done. So I think it's going to be sometime either this month or next month. So I didn't want to wait that long to do this review, but when I get those heads in, I will do a quick update and just show you with the show you guys the third-party heads. I think they're going to be really cool. But yeah, this is the box. There's not a whole lot going on with it. So yeah, that's it for the box. Let's actually take a look at the figure. So we have her out of the packaging, obviously, because the intro had her out of the packaging. So my light might be washing her out a bit. Let's see if I can change the exposure. Probably not great. Let's see. Hold on. Alrighty, I did turn the exposure down a little bit to try to see if I can stop the light from washing her skin out, because she is quite pale. Let's get a closer look at her face. I do like the texturing, the different textures on her helmet here, or her, I guess that's a helmet. I do like that. I like her eyes. She does have the eye moving gimmick. You'll see that in the other faces. The face is fine. For some reason in the pictures, though, I thought she looked more real and not so kind of, there's no, what am I looking for? There's no texture to her face. It's very smooth. I don't know. It's just very smooth and cartoony. And I don't recall her looking like that in the video game. I'll put some pictures up here somewhere of what she looked like in the video game, but I don't recall her being this cartoony. It's very stylized, I would say. I don't know if that's what she looked like, but I do like the way the helmet looks, her little goggles at the top, her little cat ears. I do like the fact that how they have the face swapping gimmick. This you have to pull her basically pop her cap like so. But because it's like a helmet, it looks like it's already, I like how it's integrated into the sculpt, where it's not like intrusive to the overall design. So I like that. So yeah, her boobs look bigger on camera than they actually are in real life, but it's only because I have a very close up on her. But yeah, I like the texturing in her suit. Very, very nicely done. The zippers and like the silver cats and the paints are done really nicely, as nice as I guess they can be. This is a little muddy here for a $129 figure. I would expect the paints to be a little bit better than this. I definitely would expect them to be a tad bit better than this, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's that. Little cats there. Look around to on the back. Got branding here. Hate when branding sticks out like that. Why can't you just put it at the bottom of her feet? That sucks. Now we got got her boots. I do like the wash on the silver parts on her boot. I like that. Again, this is the jacked up leg, but I do like the buckles and everything. They could have probably put a little bit more paint on the shoes. I'm not quite sure if this is, it looks like it might be missing some stuff. I haven't played Arkham Knight in so long, so I don't remember exactly what her entire outfit looked like. Well, it's probably all black like this, but I feel like maybe it probably had more detail to it. Now, obviously with Revoltech, we are going to get these ugly ass joints, so you are going to have to pose that away. But yeah, I think she looks very good. She does have quite a bit of cake there, so they were not playing around with the cake. Not playing around at all. So that is good, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what she looks like. She looks pretty good. I'm not mad at it. But let's go ahead and get to her accessories. Alrighty, now for accessories, we do get the standard rack of hands. So she has hands for all kinds of stuff. Weapon holding hands, scratching hands, posing hands, and pointing hands. So those are done relatively nicely. I do like the way that they look. Not a whole lot to them. You can see the silver on her nails for her claws or whatever, but very shiny, very leathery looking, so I like those. She comes with two faces. So she comes with these two faces. She comes with a face with the tongue sticking out and kind of a, I don't know, an angry face. And you can see that they do have the eye moving gimmick in the back there. So that's cool. Then she comes with a separate head sculpt with her goggles on and kind of an angry face. And you can swap all the faces out. I think you can anyway. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try it and see. Maybe not. Maybe a nut. I don't know. Maybe you can't. No, it doesn't look like you can swap those. I guess why would you be able to, right? This is supposed to just be. I don't know. Can you? Let me see. Because it is separated there at her glasses. It doesn't look like that is. Yeah, see, that's separated. So I wonder if I can get that off. Let me get a knife and see if I can pop that off. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't think you can. If you can, I can't get it to come off. If that's the thing that can happen, I can't do it. And I don't want to break the figure or accidentally poke it and it can't come off. But yeah, this is the other head sculpt there. Then she comes with an assortment of other accessories. So we'll just get this out of the way real quick. She does come with a stand that pegs into her back, or you can use the claw style, so that's fine. Then she comes with another wrist peg, so that's cool. But then she comes with several different types of whips. She comes with this one here, and I guess this maybe be used for like putting around somebody or something, but this one's not bendy or anything, it's just soft plastic. But yeah, she does come with this whip, and there's not really too much to it, it's just all black. And then she comes with a whip that will be attached to her waist if she's not using it, right? So that's cool. It has a little waist clip with the cat on it. Oops, I kind of knocked it. And then she comes with a whip that is bendy wire. Now I don't know why is this whip. Okay, there's two issues with this. Why is this one not sculpted like the other ones? Are these two different whips? Why didn't they sculpt it? That doesn't make any sense. It looks very generic. And then you can see the metal piece sticking out of the top. They couldn't cover that up. Like what is happening here? It's $129. Now I'm never going to use this, but this is just lazy. This is just flat out lazy. For $129, you got to do better than that, Revoltech. All right, then she comes with an assortment of jewelry. I forgot this is the eye moving gimmick piece there. And then she comes with a bunch of jewels and stuff. So she has this one here, which is just some chains, I guess, and a medallion of a lion. And I don't know exactly what this is. I guess it's just jewelry, and it's very soft plastic. She comes with I guess this is a necklace. I don't know if she can fit this or not, but she probably could if you pop her head off. She can probably put that on. Let's see. I'll pop her head off. Can she fit that around her neck? Can you fit this around her neck? You can. So that can fit around her neck. It doesn't sit very well on it, but you can fit that around her neck. All right, and then lastly, she gets a big pile of gold. Coins and rings and bars and chains. And, yeah, it's just flat on the bottom. So yeah, and that is it for her accessories. Now let's move on to articulation. Alrighty, so for articulation, obviously, okay, so she's a Revoltech figure, right? So if you collect Revoltech, you know that they got all kind of things that you can do with them. I am not particularly going to go through all of that. I'm just going to do general standard articulation, and then if you guys decide to get this figure, you can jack around with her and figure out all the ridiculous stuff that they want you to that you can do with these kinds of figures. All right, so for a second there, I thought I kind of straightened it out, but this one's clearly more bent than the other one. I know there's supposed to be a slight bend to it, but this one is really, really bad. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, so for the head sculpt, for the head movement, you basically have this kind of weird. You got a really weird setup here with this joint, with this head joint. It's almost scary to pull it off because for some reason they put a hook in it. What? Why? Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they did this. There's no reason. Why put this weird hook peg in here like this? Make it more difficult to swap her head on and off, because I don't know if you can see that. If my camera can, I'll just zoom in on it. It's like at a slant. The hole is like at a slant, so it's scary to just yank it off because this has got a hook in it, and so you don't want to break that. So this is really weird. They should have gave you another neck peg if anything else, but with that you can't really do anything with it. You can't really do anything with her head. Like, she can look up, but she's gonna get a super weird gap here, and why they have that gap there, I don't know, because it doesn't help her when looking forward. She can't look down without using the neck. So there's no reason for that huge cut there, and it's not helping any articulation. They just use a regular double ball peg. Like, what is the problem here? Like, what is why? So you can do this? Is this why? But look, you're gonna get that big ass gap. If anything, why didn't they just put it in? I don't know. This is really dumb though. This is really dumb. But she can move her head around, but she's gonna look like a broken robot or something. Her shoulders here, it's really weird. The way that they have this hard piece here, you can't quite get the arm up parallel. And if you do, you really got to mess around with it, and you're gonna run into the neck. So that's dumb. Some of this articulation is just unnecessary. If you're going to chew up the sculpt like this, then make the articulation more useful. This is not useful. This is not making it useful. She can barely get it up parallel, and if she does, it looks really weird and broken. So I don't know why they did this, but you can move it all the way around. She gets a swivel there in the shoulder. She's over 90 degrees here with her elbow. She does have a kind of the hinge joint type of deal going on, ball hinge or straight peg hinge joint for the wrist. So pretty typical for foreign figures. She can move all around in that torso, although you can't pop her off really easily, but she does get a good amount of side to side. She can move back a decent amount, then forward. I keep popping her off. Moving. Oh my God, are you kidding me here? Hold on. Okay, I didn't have her all the way in. Okay, come on, man. Why? Just use a double ball peg. You can't. That's why she keeps popping out, because she doesn't have any movement here. There's no movement there. But yeah, I don't know why they didn't just. This can't move. This is just some kind of weird triangle ball joint thing that they got going on here, and it's just static. And because there's no movement here, it gives you no range when you try to use her joint here. If you do it a little too much, you're gonna pop her apart. So that's really dumb. So see, it's really easy to pop her apart. So you got to be really delicate with how you move this, because she is going. You gotta really make sure. Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't know how this is functional. It's not really all that functional without you popping her apart. I guess that's about as far as you can get with before you pop her apart. So side to side is fine, but you still can pop her apart. You just gotta be. This is ridiculous. And obviously she does get somewhat of a twist out of it. You can't get a whole lot because you'll probably pop her apart if you do. If you move her too much. Yep, see? All right, anyway. The waist joints. She does have a swivel there. And side to side. I mean, it's going to be hard to do it without popping her up. I'll just do this. Side to side there. And then you're going to get... You're not really getting anything there. Let's look at what we got going on here. Okay, so that's not too bad. This should work. This is just like a cover for this joint, but it's not attached to the joint. So you really got to move it. You really got to move that joint, but you can move it quite a bit if you utilize it. And it's harder to do it when she's apart because it wants to fall off. But if you can really get her to bend over quite a bit if you I wasn't showing you, if you use that properly. So, and she can probably move back pretty far. No, can't really move back in that joint. Okay, all right. Anyway, she can. Oh, now we got legs popping off. All right. I don't know, guys. This is kind of bad. That's about it with the splits for me without popping her legs off. So that's not great. Do have a thigh swivel here, over 90 degrees with this knee, but it looks horrible, absolutely terrible. Let me see if I can at least try to pose that away. No, you can't pose that away. It looks horrible. They could have put a cap or something there. That's a little ridiculous. Or they could have separated this knee pad and made it loose or whatever, and then therefore, like when you move her leg, you can at least adjust this up or move this up or whatever. So that's not great, but it's functional. She does have a swivel and a thing going on here for whatever reason to break her legs up. Then down there, or it goes up that far, down this far, and you can get an ankle rocker out of that. So the articulation on her is subpar at best. For Revoltech, the whole point of the line is articulation, and when the whole point of the line is not, when the whole point of Revoltech figures having these weird, ugly joints are to get really good articulation out of them, and you're not achieving that, then what's the point? What's the point of this then? I mean, she looks good in a vanilla pose, and that's probably how I'll have her. But this is just not acceptable for a $129 figure. It's really not. Yeah. Anyway, let's do some comparisons. Alrighty, so here she is next to the Marvel Legends Jean Grey and the SH Figure Arts Yamamoto. Obviously, she's larger, or they're larger. Or, well, she's out of scale, but that's how they look with them. Yeah, so here she is next to Hush Batman Catwoman and Hush Batman Huntress. So she scales pretty well with these two. She's a little thicker than the Mafex Catwoman, obviously, but so that's it for them. And lastly, here she is next to, I forget what her name is, but we'll just put her next to, let's just call her a waifu. And then we got obviously Marvel Legends She-Hulk. So that is it for accessories, or excuse me, comparisons. All right, for my final thoughts. If my copy didn't come with a really bent leg, I would probably feel a little bit better. Hopefully nobody else has that issue. But I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the articulation. I'm disappointed with how it falls apart really easily. Like I said, Revoltech is, the whole point of these ugly joints are to get the most articulation out of the figure. And when you can't do that, then what's the point of having the ugly joints? Just put regular nice joints in the thing. That's just kind of how I feel. I know this is their niche, you know, but, or their wheelhouse, or whatever you want to call it. But when you're not good at the thing that you're supposed to be the best at, then what's the point of even existing, I guess? I don't know. But I don't know. I'll still keep her. She's fine. Is she worth the money? No. If you can get her for from the Japanese websites, then get her from one of those. But I wouldn't recommend getting her on any of the American websites, because they're going to have that gigantic upcharge. So Yeah, $129, no. But if you can get her for like I think like Hobby Link and all them and Hobby Ginke and everything had her for like $70 or less, you know. And then they had that one with the extra head. I think she sold out though, so that kind of sucks. So you might have to pay that premium, but I don't think she's worth the premium, to be honest with you. So anyway, that's it for the review. Comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.